Fortaleza. It is hot, it is humid. The stage is set for a semi-final between two of the great European nations.
The national teams of Spain and Italy. Senhoras e senhores, amigos.
One or two nervous, apprehensive faces down there perhaps. The two very seasoned and savvy and worldly aware squads down there, Spain and Italy. And here we go. The two captains, Messrs Iker Casillas and Gianluigi Buffon, will first make speeches on behalf of FIFA's anti-discrimination campaign.
Senhoras e senhores, hoje a família do futebol comemora o 12º dia antidiscriminação.
The passion of Italy, the Azzurri against La Furia Roja. Two proper football teams. This is a proper semi-final. They know each other so well. At the Euros they faced off twice a year ago, and of course the final. On that day Spain won by 4 goals to 0. Well, now we know Iker Casillas is still Spain's #1. The captain recalled at Victor Valdez's expense. Both Roberto Soldado and Cesc Fabregas out with minor knocks. Fernando Torres and David Silva come in. All bar Torres began the European final in Kiev 12 months ago. Centre-halves, Chiellini, Barzagli and Bonucci, all three clubmates at Juventus. The Azzurri's Mario Balotelli-shaped hole is filled by a World Cup winner, Bologna's Alberto Gilardino. In total, Italy make 6 changes for this semi-final today. In charge, the man who oversaw Spain's finest moment, the World Cup final in Johannesburg, England's Howard Webb, who burned, by the way, in his last game here in Fortaleza, 3,000 calories. Conditions here are very, very hot. Vicente Del Bosque has won the lot apart from the Confederations Cup. The project Prandelli now 3 years in, one major final, now a semi-final. It's progress. The atmosphere is raucous, cacophonous. Fortaleza and the Confederations Cup second semi-final. Brazil await the winners. Webb's whistle, Spain's start. The second semi-final is underway here at the Castelao in Fortaleza. Atmosphere is sizzling on a scorching afternoon. Can the Italians stop the world champion juggernaut of Spain? Long ball here for Pedro's run. Pedro's control too, and the ball in towards Fernando Torres. And the first scare there for Gigi Buffon. Not quite the cross which Pedro sent in for Torres for the second goal against the Nigerians here 4 days ago. An early Spanish warning sign there fired to Italy. Barzagli out of play here for a Spanish throw-in. Iniesta, Busquets. Jeers there for how Spain retain the ball. The tiki-taka has not gone down well here in Brazil. Locals feel the style is maybe rather slow and hesitant, not quite the joga bonito the local fans have been raised on. Gerard Piqué. Busquets, Iniesta. Motors on now, finds Torres. David Silva for Jordi Alba. Xavi. Lengthy spell of Spanish passing, that's just the way they operate. Iniesta, Xavi's touch, good touch here for David Silva, for Torres. And now Pedro shot! Across the face, wide of goal, Spain close. Came after such a lengthy Spanish spell of possession, and that will be the way this game goes. Every Spanish game here so far has had pass completion above 80%. And here they come again. Ramos for Xavi. Torres. Dispossessed. Here goes De Rossi, good run too by De Rossi. Gilardino. Giaccherini. And then another cross, no shot there from Giaccherini. Those black armbands, by the way, are a memory of Stefano Borgonovo, the ex-Azzurri player who died just today at the age of 49 after a long illness. Missed the Italians' first opportunity. And by Giaccherini, but wide. Casillas restored to Spain's goal and restored as their captain. Hasn't played since the first game here against Uruguay. David Silva. Jordi Alba for Busquets. Iniesta. And Iniesta caught late. And a challenge from Gilardino. A player filling the shoes here of the very hard to replace Mario Balotelli, who's now back in Italy with a thigh complaint. Jordi Alba. Busquets. And Jordi Alba for Iniesta. Another patient Spain move here, beginning to just swell and build. That'll be a free kick. No, play goes on. Pirlo, De Rossi. Pirlo, cleverly done. Dispossessed here by Sergio Ramos for Spain for Andres Iniesta. Footwork mesmerising. The ball through towards Sergio Ramos too was nearly on his wavelength, wasn't it? Iniesta can be just a joyous player, just to sit back and watch and sit back and savour. True technician. De Rossi, Barzagli, Bonucci. 7 Italians from the champions Juventus in the 11. 6 Spaniards here play for the Spanish champions Barcelona. And the chase on here for Candreva. And Casillas alert. Busquets to reach Xavi. Spain's passing is probing here. Now penetrating with Iniesta. Ahead David Silva. In the box now Jordi Alba and 2 more. Iniesta. Iniesta still here. Silva. Now some space for Xavi maybe. Xavi for Fernando Torres. Chiellini's header away is a good and considered one. This is Pedro. Spanish pressure. Italians playing on the counter so far in the semi-final. Xavi again for Spain. Alvaro Arbeloa. Covering here is Giorgio Chiellini. The goalkeeper and the 3 centre-halves all play together at Juventus. It is a defensive unit the Italians know well, but it has been here breached 8 times in 3 games so far. It's been a major talking point back home. The Italians, only so defensively tight, have been rather porous here in Brazil. Bonucci. They have gone to 3 centre-halves today. Marchisio takes turns. Pirlo. Barzagli. Maggio. Candreva's burst. Candreva's cross towards Gilardino. That is going to be the first Italian corner of this semi-final. Promising counter sortie here by the Italians. Good chase by Candreva. There are a few better dead ball takers in the world than the man getting the ovation here, Andrea Pirlo for Italy. In by Pirlo. Oh, the header. Oh, the bar there from Maggio, was it number 2 who got up? Well, Maggio scored 4 goals for Napoli in their runners-up season in Serie A, just finished. Never scored in his 27 previous games for the national team. Casillas began less than half of Real Madrid's league games last season under Jose Mourinho. Casillas clear. Emanuele Giaccherini. This may well be Spain's toughest test so far. They did meet, as I say, twice at the Euros a year ago. The opening game a 1-1 draw. Again, that Del Bosque says the Italians were the better team in. The final was Spain's masterclass, 4-0 in Kiev. This one goalless so far. Ramos. Iniesta. Xavi. Silva plotting, scheming, conspiring now. He's got support behind from Iniesta, couldn't find it. De Rossi with a lunge. It is only a throw-in here. Italy's game plan, you feel here, is to stifle, stymie, contain, then hit on the counter. Chiellini hits it long here towards Gilardino, covering is Sergio Ramos. There's Marchisio. A goal kick, Marchisio, who is Juventus to the core, born in Turin, Juventus supporting family, likened to the Juve great and Italian great, the World Cup winner in '82, Marco Tardelli. A job well done so far for the coach Prandelli. World Cup coming up, of course, next year, should they qualify. They are 4 points clear with 4 to play in their qualifying group at the moment, with 3 home games remaining. Xavi. Iniesta. Spanish patience. Italian numbers back here. Xavi's lost out. Giaccherini long towards Gilardino. Busquets has to stretch. The 10 gone goalless. Silva now for Pedro for Spain. Inside Iniesta here. Out of play there, miscontrol by Jordi Alba, who scored twice against Nigeria here 4 days ago as the left back. Back here with Gigi Buffon, now 35. Full cap shy now of the Italian national record held by Fabio Cannavaro. 132nd game here today for the national team for the goalkeeper, debut 16 years ago now against Russia. Now here the pace of Giaccherini maybe up against Sergio Ramos. Piqué. few teams enjoy the ball in tight areas quite the way the Spanish seem to. Never seem rushed, hurried or panicked, do they, when they get the ball with an opponent right on their toes. And by Silva here for Fernando Torres. Through the gearbox, Torres. Change of pace. Robbed by Chiellini. Giaccherini. Gilardino. After the early couple of scares, just feel now Italy have begun to find a rhythm or just a platform here to build from. Giaccherini. Against Spain, the first job is to win the ball back from them. Then you can impose yourselves on them. Iniesta. Xavi available, as he always is. Ahead Torres, Silva. Arbeloa. Alba. Pedro was the target. Barzagli covering here. Italy, I know Phil Prandelli said in his pre-match press conference yesterday that they want to make the likes of Xavi run more than they're used to here. It is a very hot day, of course. Xavi's in his 34th year now. Maybe a good case for that. Here is Xavi. Never wastes a ball, does he? Busquets. Xavi. Iniesta. Iniesta. And Pedro. Iniesta's gone again. Iniesta. Lovely run. And stopped there by the block of, I think, Pirlo. Candreva. Just caught there by Pedro. And a rueful smile flashed towards Howard Webb here for this collision with Antonio Candreva. 7 La Liga goals for Barcelona last season for Pedro. Chiellini. Bonucci. Candreva with space to attack here too. Ahead here Maggio. Maggio and Gilardino's touch. No real purchase. It was though a good chance here for the Italians. A counter-attack with maybe their best way to goal today, you feel. Maggio for Gilardi couldn't finish. Now Jordi Alba. And a fine Euros last summer, scored in the final against the Italians. Got himself the move to Barcelona from Valencia. Arbeloa. Gerard Piqué. And head Torres just waits to sprint away when the ball comes. It doesn't for now. Sergio Ramos. Now they go long looking for Pedro's pace. Barzagli covering. De Rossi. Gilardino sees Candreva's surge. In towards Marquisio, but the cross disappointing there from Candreva. With Pedro here, a slip by Barzagli and David Silva gets away. Inside Pedro, further on Torres. It's towards Fernando Torres. Great control, lovely touch. Xavi. Silva. There by Chiellini, Torres. Those two first met at the under-16 Euros 12 years ago. Torres and Chiellini, many battles down the years since. Italia, Italia, the chant goes up. Long ball over the top here too, and it's well read by Casillas. Well, Maggio there, the right wing back, with that rapid fire burst for Italy. And Casillas was alert and aware enough to come and just block it away. Now Xavi, hit Torres. Torres, Arbeloa. Arbeloa's crossed David Silva, the target here. Candreva is just marshalling him. Candreva, great skill to escape here too. Ahead he's got Gilardino. Lights the fires again. Candreva still, super run. And earns the free kick too. Well, here he took on two Spanish players, got away from both. The third here, Jordi Alba fouled him. And here that Maggio chance onside. And Casillas here gets his position just right. Good save. Maggio there, the attacking right wing back, and Casillas alert to make a fine stop. Italian free kick in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to find two more stand on the edge adjacent as well. Andrea Pirlo with the dead ball for Italy. In by Pirlo, the flashing header from De Rossi. Italy here are making one or two pretty good chances so far. Roma's Daniele De Rossi with this latest one for them. Got away from Torres, didn't he, there, and that header just zips wide of Casillas' goal. Italian chance again. This semi by no means a foregone conclusion. Giorgio Chiellini. Gilardino for Giaccherini. Giaccherini goes on again. Looks for it and finds Maggio in here. Marchisio! Oh! Again, Italy promising. Threatening too on the counter. Giaccherini here for Maggio, again pushing on, and Marchisio with the lunging header. Once again here, Italy causing Spain genuine concern and problems. Maggio, Marchisio wide. (6-1) Italy in terms of the attempts on goal so far. There's a surprising stat, maybe, given how Spain began the match. This one is in the balance firmly. Spain's sternest, stiffest test of this Confederations Cup thus far. Xavi. Now Pedro. Xavi and Piqué, Arbeloa. Well, a good first 20. Open, enjoyable, just the hint maybe of a surprise result in store. David Silva, lovely touch to find Iniesta. The weight of that pass was simply a dream. The pace of Jordi Alba, but too much pace on the ball. These two teams, of course, the last two winners of the FIFA World Cup. Spain have won the last two Euros as well. Neither nation has won this Confederations Cup. Brazil in Rio on Sunday, the final waiting for one of them. Here's Arbeloa. Iniesta ahead, Silva's made the run. Here's Torres. Caught by Bonucci. Quick free kick here for Pedro too. Pedro's cross, looking for Torres, finds only Chiellini. Pirlo. Just boxed in here and he's made the slip too. Torres away from Pirlo. Fernando Torres out to Busquets. Cross poor. Maggio was super cool. And now Maggio sets off. Pirlo, the almost deep-line quarterback in this Italian system. Candreva. Bonucci. On to Giorgio Chiellini here. Now Leonardo Bonucci again. De Rossi. Gilardino offside here. Flag up on that far side from England's Darren Cann from Norfolk on the East Coast. Xavi. Italy's game plan thus far is working a treat. Xavi. Getting one or two cat calls and whistles here for Spain when they go through one of these short passing, interchanging tiki-taka spells. Iniesta's been robbed here. Gilardino is a hard-working striker. He'll put in a good shift in Balotelli's shoes today. That's for sure, the number 11 for Italy. Sergio Ramos for Xavi. Tight, cagey semi-final so far. Two big European nations, European rivals. This was the European Championship final in Kiev 12 months ago. Won by Spain 4-0 at the Olimpijski. Jordi Alba scored in that final, his first goal for Spain, that was too. Iniesta. Iniesta motors, accelerates. Barzagli stops him. Xavi's control. Busquets header. There goes Jordi Alba. Iniesta dispossessed there by Pirlo. Iniesta again. Torres beaten by his old adversary. Chiellini now as offsets Giaccherini here with pace and purpose. With him Marchisio. Pirlo. Pirlo's pass. Candreva for Maggio. Maggio looking for Gilardino. Taken by Iker Casillas. It was calm even for Spain at the back. That ball to Sergio Ramos. Where's that first crack, that first yield going to come from in the semi-final? Very tight so far, very edgy so far. Busquets for Xavi. Pedro. Xavi, David Silva. Torres, it'll just break away here for a throw-in. Unless it's kept in play, it is kept in play by Arbeloa. Oh, and then Busquets caught by Marchisio. Another quick Spanish free kick. Never want to waste a second when they could have the ball, do they? Pedro, Iniesta for Torres. Both these teams invented their own systems. Italy's Catenaccio was proven fallible. How about tiki-taka? This is Xavi. David Silva. Xavi, oh, delightful feet. Here's David Silva, couldn't turn. Oh, Xavi there with a lovely roll away from the opponent. De Rossi. Now Christian Maggio's had a bright game so far, the Neapolitan. Chiellini. Marchisio. Pica here will just watch this one away. Okay, clear. It's helped on by Busquets. It's the team's 32nd meeting down the years. Italy have won just one of the last 8. Italy edged the head-to-head by 10 wins to 9 down the years, which goes back to 1920 in the Olympic Games in Antwerp. Candreva. Off goes Maggio again. Maybe they feel that Maggio against Jordi Alba is a battle Italians can get things from in this game. Maggio very much an offensive, attacking wing-back more than just a regular right-back. De Rossi. De Rossi's burst. Covered by Busquets and here's Sergio Ramos. Throw in Spain's way. Decent touch. Never lose it. Vicente Del Bosque, the first Marquis of Del Bosque, given that title by King Juan Carlos after the World Cup win 3 years ago. Busquets. Iniesta. David Silva. Iniesta teasing, menacing, tormenting. Arbeloa. Torres doesn't get there, Chiellini does. Sergio Busquets. Ahead Torres, the most advanced here for Spain. Pedro's made the run too. This is David Silva. With him Iniesta, who's arriving. And doesn't take any stride there, Iniesta. Now 29 debut came against Russia 7 years ago, Iniesta. The man whose goal won Spain's elusive first World Cup. Pirlo. Now Andrea Barzagli. Daniele De Rossi. Both teams content to trade possession. Almost these opening skirmishes, sparring in the match. Gilardino. Now De Rossi sees the run of Marchisio. Offside given here. Flag up from Darren Can again. And Torres caught from behind by Leonardo Bonucci. Bonucci says sorry. Leg wrapped around Fernando Torres. Needs one more to equal the all-time Confederations Cup record of 9 goals. Held by Ronaldinho and Cuauhtemoc Blanco, the famous Mexican of the bounce. Again, Spanish patience. Again, Brazilian boos. Here's Torres, and Torres was caught again there, foul against Maggio this time. And Torres here as he nicks away from Maggio, just that kick comes Fernando Torres, that's for sure. Now Xavi. Busquets. Arbeloa. Pedro shielding there for him. Andrea Pirlo, and he now will find Daniele De Rossi. He sees Giaccherini's run, finds him. Inside he's got Gilardino. Giaccherini. Marchisio. In goes the cross. It's just too high, the header away from Ramos for Maggio. Barzagli. No foul. Yes, there was a foul by Torres. Play went. There was no advantage. Play called back by Howard Webb. Yes, you, Fernando. Just called Andrea Barzagli here, one of the 5 World Cup winners in this Italian squad from 2006. Recall 2 years ago, after 4 years away from the national team picture, Barzagli, he was playing in Germany with Wolfsburg and maybe was out of sight and out of mind for the national team. Pirlo in, Alba away. Barzagli. Pirlo's back in touch, the fans love that. Well, a game here to sit back and savour the performances of the likes of Iniesta and Pirlo. Possession is with Spain, as it almost always is. Giaccherini. Pirlo. As I say, make sure you enjoy and savour Pirlo and Xavi today. Both in their 30s now and still able to do stuff like that. Beautiful. Pure talent. L'architetto, the architect. Good crowd, good setting. Engaging game so far, goalless though in Fortaleza, the Castelao. It's Chiellini. Gilardino. Hands off Piqué, looks for and finds Marchisio. Pirlo. Candreva stopped by Alba now, and Spain come away. A game where there must be a winner, of course, if it's level at 90. Extra time and penalties are on the agenda. Jordi Alba. Andres Iniesta. Pedro against Giaccherini. Battle won by Pedro, in towards Torres. Good covering by Chiellini. Very seasoned and experienced defensive unit the Italians have here at club level, of course, and now with the Azzurri as well. 7 Juve players in the 11. And one of them, Pirlo. Back to Napoli's Maggio. Now Roma's De Rossi. Candreva of Lazio, cup winner with them in May against Roma. Giaccherini's run is promising. The cross superb as well! And Casillas makes the save, and there was no flag. Again, Christian Maggio steals in, and he gives the Italians the lead. Maggio here, the right wing back, onside, and Casillas with the block. Spanish free kick. Xavi on it. Xavi for Iniesta. Sergio Ramos. Xavi on here for Fernando Torres. Torres! Oh, big chance! Spain's best so far. It falls to the Confederations Cup specialist too in Fernando Torres. Lovely turn here away from Barzagli, and the shot pulled across and wide. of Buffon's goal here. Torres makes it, doesn't quite take it. Big moment there for Spain, potentially has gone by. De Rossi. Again they look to Maggio, and again they find Maggio. Candreva's cross, Marchisio near post the target. Well, the game never coming open as the half wears on. Maybe in the heat, play's beginning to wilt a little bit. Del Bosque's men have seen Torres have their best chance. Actually, with this player Maggio, have now twice tested Casillas to the limit. And there he is again, with rather more routine work this time, Iker Casillas. 13 years now, a Spanish first pick. Piqué. Andres Iniesta. Busquets. There by Maggio, doing his more defensive duty with good effect. Iniesta, stopped there by two in white shirts, and now the break, led here by Candreva, who again here will stretch his legs and use his good pace for Italy. Iniesta, and now Gerard Piqué, again here for the world and double European champions Spain. Never won this Confederations Cup though. Iniesta, Pedro Iniesta's gone again. Iniesta clever, couldn't find Torres, almost too clever. A few teams move the ball in those tight areas quite as well or quite as quickly as the Spanish do. That's what you have to fight, you have to fend off when you play them. Pedro accelerates. Pedro sees the run of Jordi Alba, read by Gianluigi Buffon. Absorbing contest, proper game, two proper sides. Xavi, oh delightful. Stopped by Chiellini. De Rossi. Xavi with a challenge. There's been talk here of Xavi, Del Bosque, at least semi-falling out over the vast number of changes made in the group games. Huge use of squad rotation by Del Bosque in the first three matches here. This is, I think it's safe to say, pretty much his first choice team given who's fit and available to him. Here's De Rossi. Fabregas and Soldado missing here with minor knocks from the last game with Nigeria. Silva and Torres in their steads today. There's Chiellini. Now Emanuele Giaccherini. De Rossi. Goalless but good so far, this second Confederations Cup semi in Fortaleza on Brazil's very hot northeastern coast. Offside here against Gilardino for Italy. Kick-off here was at 4 p.m. local time, so the shadows beginning to lengthen. Gets dark around 6 p.m. in Brazil. Jordi Alba. Xavi. Spain content to toy and tease. real thrust in this move as yet. Again there, the close control was a joy. Here goes Iniesta. Iniesta injects the urgency now, but it's going to break away to Candreva. His pace has already been a weapon for Italy in this match. Pirlo, first time for Giaccherini, super ball. Emanuele Giaccherini here. Giaccherini twists and turns, shot blocked by Ramos. De Rossi punched away by Casillas. Now Maggio. Casillas would say so far the game's busy a goalkeeper. Given away. Marchisio for Pirlo. Italy here on the counter, and making chances, making moments happen here. Casillas there with a fist away, no attempt to catch this ball, which can move and dip at the last moment. The Cafusa ball has given us some great goals so far in this Confederations Cup. At least Pirlo's against the Mexicans in their first game. Torres on. Barzagli covering. Drops to Sergio Busquets for Xavi. Pedro, Busquets wants and Busquets gets. Sergio Ramos now for Alvaro Arbeloa. Busquets with Pirlo, play goes on here because it's come to Xavi. Comes off the referee here to Candreva now for Pirlo for Italy. Christian Maggio. First half's last minute upon us. And here there'll be no additional time in this first period. Iniesta. Fernando Torres. Andres Iniesta. Iniesta looks for Xavi's run here and nearly finds him. Spain don't send too many crosses in with their approach play. That was a cross for Xavi. Not the archetypal target man, is he? But nearly finds him. One last Italian attack in this first half in Fortaleza. Pirlo. Barzagli. Chiellini. Final seconds, final knockings of this first half, which now is over. Howard Webb's whistle. An even game. Torres had and missed Spain's best chance when he broke away, but De Rossi and twice Maggio have forced good saves from Iker Casillas back in Spain's goal. This has been so far a well-fought, tight semi in the balance still. Half-time score here in Fortaleza. It's Spain 0, Italy 0. Today I saw the world champions. Someone to lead on. Barzagli off. Suggests a more orthodox four-man defence here for the Azzurri for the second half. Italians start the second half here goalless in Fortaleza. The second FIFA Confederations Cup semi, Brazil waiting in Rio for the winners. The Italians in that first half were the better team. Less possession, but what they had of the ball they did more with. Here's Chiellini. De Rossi has gone to play as a centre-half, it seems, in this system. There's still three centre-backs. Here Maggio. Or Maggio's cross, looking for Giaccherini. It's got height on it and pace on it, and too much of both. Well, Del Bosque saw his team break the world record in the last game. 28 games in international competitive games unbeaten. Broke the French record from the 90s set by Aimé Jacquet and Roger Lemaire's great sides. Only 4 defeats for Spain since they won the World Cup, all friendly matches. That's Bonucci. Gilardino offside here, flag from Mike Malarkey this time stops the Azzurri in their tracks. Close call. The officials, the English officials, the ones who took charge of the World Cup final in Soccer City 2010. And also that year's Champions League final as well, between Inter Milan and FC Bayern Munich. Arbeloa for Spain. David Silva. Gerard Piqué. How many teams have given Spain a test quite as severe as the one the Italians gave in that first half, you know? Bonucci. Montalivo's first touch of the game. The blog of one Italian journalist who was saying that the Italians for years now have almost had, when they face Spain and Spanish clubs, this inferiority complex. Well, that appears to have been blown away today. Jordi Alba. Sergio Ramos. Iniesta, fleet of foot, bright of idea. Xavi. Now Fernando Torres, reverse ball here. Iniesta, whose shot is screwed well wide of Buffon's goal. Promising move. Was against Andres Iniesta, really a regular score. Just 3 league goals for Barcelona in the last Spanish season. We did score Spain's goal of goals in Soccer City. This is Ricardo Montalivo. Joined Milan from Fiorentina a year ago, having begun with homely Atalanta in Bergamo. Maggio stopped by Jordi Alba, who's having to play a much more defensive game than he did against the Nigerians, isn't he, Jordi Alba? Maggio, Montalivo. And ready for Maggio. Now Pedro can break away. The control is good. Held up by Maggio. Iniesta. De Rossi playing as a third Zats centre-half in the place of Barzagli, who you assume has gone off with maybe a minor injury. Iniesta. Xavi pressured. This is Sergio Busquets. And then over here is Jordi Alba. And Alba's cross is good, but it's into the arms of Gigi Buffon. And now the Italians attack themselves sharply. Almost trying to take on the Spanish at their own game here, the Italians, with their quick restarts and patient build-up. If you can't beat them, join them. This is Daniele De Rossi. Chiellini. Gilardino here now for Candreva. The pass asked too much there of Antonio Candreva. Jesus Navas to come on for Spain. A wide player who's just made the move from Sevilla to England's Manchester City. David Silva, we think, is going to be the man to make way here for his future clubmate. Torres. Torres couldn't get away. Bonucci sees to that. This is Daniele De Rossi for Italy. Looking for, not finding there the run of Marchisio. In goes Chiellini bravely, strongly and with purpose. Chiellini for Giaccherini. Cross too deep, too long though for, in the middle, Gilardino. Kept alive here well by Candreva, though it's stayed in play. Candreva's cross. Good endeavour there by Antonio Candreva. Just the final cross here has too much zip and pace on it. Is David Silva off and Jesus Navas on, leaving Sevilla after 13 years at the club, man and boy. So David Silva makes way and Navas comes on. 27th cap, 2 goals in that time. Last one came at the Euros against Croatia in the group stage a year ago in Eastern Europe. Pirlo. Now De Rossi for Leonardo Bonucci. Andrea Pirlo. Christian Maggio. Well, Navas has made the run here, the player who's just come on. Here is Jesus Navas. It's a lovely turn. Good change of pace too there from Jesus Navas. He's looking to win the corner too, and he has done, has he? Yes, he has. First involvement, and it's to good effect there for Jesus Navas, who's got great pace and a good turn in his locker. Spain's first second-half corner. Indeed, their first of the match, full stop. Taken by Xavi. Sergio Ramos. He feels he was maybe blocked off there by Chiellini unfairly. Howard Webb doesn't think that was the case at all. Just there maybe a little nudge from Chiellini. Offensive tricks of the trade, quite like the Italians. The nation that gave birth to man marking and Catenaccio. Well, a knock here for Alberto Gilardino. World Cup winner, one of the 5 in the squad here from 2006. Just caught there by Sergio Ramos. De Rossi for Italy. Absorbing, tight, cagey, edgy, anxious semi so far in Fortaleza. This is Riccardo Montalivo for Italy now for Christian Maggio. Casillas with his first second-half test. Target here, the pace of Jesus Navas. Well seen, well found by Casillas. And then wrestled over by Giorgio Chiellini. Chiellini, proper old-school, hands-on kind of centre-half. One who lives and dies by the sword. For this free kick, Spain look to Xavi. Piqué among those here in that red throng in the penalty area. Whipped in by Xavi, and the header is wide for nothing more than a goal kick, but there was a flag anyway there, I think, for maybe an offside. To Darren Cansey here, offside against Sergio Ramos. Second half, 10 gone, no goals. This is De Rossi to Montalivo. Candreva, Maggio. The intensity we saw from Italy in the first half, maybe the heat is beginning to become a factor. It's a very different heat to the European heat. It's very close and muggy and humid inside this stadium. This is Sergio Ramos. Pedro. With him he's got Jordi Alba. Pedro through here for Fernando Torres. And Torres checks. Jesus Navas! And Navas has had a big impact so far since coming on. There, a shot really worked Gigi Buffon. It's well held too. Make sure no scraps came back off his body there, the attack. Maybe Spain since half-time more offensively brighter and threatening. Actually, maybe more conservative. De Rossi. Bonucci. Chiellini. Pirlo. Montalivo. Italian patience now. Their turn to toy and tease. Their turn to play the neat, close passing. This is Christian Maggio. Maggio's ball. Italy's throw-in. Candreva. Corner ball. No sign of the Spanish demolition job of the Italians we saw in the European final a year ago. That was 4-0. This one is much more like the group game between the two when they drew 1-1 in their first group match at the European Championship. A game that Del Bosque himself said this week his team was second best. Same true again so far here maybe. Here's Candreva. Andrea Pirlo. De Rossi. Giaccherini. Here's Chiellini offside. Not the most mobile Chiellini in there. He was just unable to really time his run and stay onside. But Prandelli's tactics here, his game plan, have worked really well so far. Given Spain by far their sternest, stiffest test of this FIFA Confederations Cup, and maybe one of their stiffest tests since the World Cup itself. De Rossi. Maggio. No foul by Pedro, now Spain come away, led by Sergio Ramos. Poor ball there from Pedro back on to try and find Sergio Ramos, overhit. His team in a game, make no mistake about that. Del Bosque Spanish. having things all their own way at all here in Fortaleza. A proper examination so far. The team they replace as world champions, Italy. Andrea Pirlo for Daniele De Rossi. Sees the run but can't find the run there of Emanuele Giaccherini. The Italians may well see this Confederations Cup as a chance for redemption for the World Cup 3 years ago, when of course as the holders they were out in the first round with no wins, a couple of draws against Paraguay and New Zealand before they lost to Slovakia and lost to Versfeld their last group game. Only 9 players survived from the World Cup squad here in this Confederations Cup. Torres, now Navas. Jesus Navas has come on and maybe given a little extra pace, another dimension to Spain's attack on that right-hand side compared to the man who replaced David Silva. The heat's a factor maybe as the game is slowing here rather noticeably. Now then Montalivo, long for the run of Gilardino. Giaccherini. Montalivo thinks about it. Marshalled though by the presence of Sergio Busquets. Montalivo. Gilardino's run. Offside, flag up. Hard-working Gilardino. Now Xavi for the Spanish. Iniesta. One made by Jordi Alba here and found too by Iniesta. He nips the impressive Candreva, who's had a very good game so far. Pirlo. Chiellini. The more the game goes on, the more the Italians will fancy this. Spain Group B winners, 3 wins, 15 goals. Italy Group A runners-up behind the host nation Brazil. Only Brazil beat them, wins over Uruguay and Mexico and Japan. Foul here on Xavi. Iniesta. Control and change of pace here, and utter joy. Andres Iniesta for Spain. What a run, Iniesta! He's just got it, hasn't he? And lots of it too. Skill, pace. And here went out the Italians, and just the shot lacking. Iniesta in full flow, one of world football's most glorious sights. Maggio for Italy. Edging towards the halfway mark in the second half now in Fortaleza. Now the defence has yet cracked. Marchisio. Piqué's block. Torres and De Rossi come together. Decision goes Spain's way. De Rossi and Torres there with a pretty meaty coming together. Decision goes there against the high boot, I think, of the Italian. He does pull out. Yellow card shown too there to De Rossi. The game's first caution, away off the Italian almost stand-in centre-half now, playing in Barzagli's place. Torres okay, shaken, maybe a little stirred, but able to resume his place as Spain's fulcrum at the head of their attack. Iniesta. Knocked on here to Pedro now for Jordi Alba. Ramos, lovely ball from the centre half. Space now for Busquets and for Iniesta. Busquets has never scored for Spain. Jesus Navas. Xavi, within Pedro here. Xavi may go on himself, he has done now to find Iniesta. Cross though, easy take for one of the world's best. Gigi Buffon. Marquisio caught there by Arbeloa. It's through and through. Winner of the last two Scudetto titles back-to-back with the Turin Giants. Boyhood fan of the Nerazzurri as well. And the coach has got his tactics here certainly spot on. That's a good way to view it. It is a large stadium here, so he can be sat quite a way back from the action in Fortaleza. Crowd of over 56,000 here today for this. Marquisio okay, I think, to resume. $56,083 the official crowd here for this second semi-final. Third and last game here at the Castelao in Fortaleza. Spanish fans hoping for another major trophy. Shakira, Colombian, but of course supporting her man, Gerard Piqué in Spain. Claudio Marquisio. Maggio's cross blocked away by Pedro there for Spain. Game in the balance. Good to watch. Backheel touch here. Maggio in. Maggio's pulled back chance. Oh, Marquisio blocked away. It was Piqué with the block. Made sure he was in the right place there to deny Marquisio a clear strike at the Spanish goal. It is though a corner. Watch well at his feet. His feet is dangerous. In by Pirlo. Montalivo back in. I'm sure Shakira enjoyed this. Gerard Piqué covering to block Marquisio brilliantly. Held in by Jordi Alba. Torres on. Chiellini. And Pirlo caught by Torres. Yellow card, maybe no. Referee's gone to have a word here with Torres, maybe just that. Italy have Roberto Aquilani warming up, the midfielder from these days Fiorentina. Giaccherini. Chiellini. De Rossi. Marquisio. And invites Montalivo here to work it out to Maggio. Candreva. Italy looking to pick out that killer ball. As evening falls in Fortaleza, no goals in this all-European affair. That's the second ever All-European Confederations Cup tie, by the way. Here goes Marchisio. Gilardino here, Candreva shot blocked, might run to Maggio here. Cleared away by Pedro for Spain. Bonucci keeps it alive. Montolivo. Italy's best second half spell by some measure. Will it force the first goal? Mario lays from the home fans here, Brazilian fans, for Italian touches. Maggio. Candreva goes on. And a flag up here for a free kick for the earlier challenge. Jordi Alba on Christian Maggio. The play went on here, but there was no advantage here for Italy, and it's called back for that challenge there by Alba on Maggio. So once more hand Pirlo a chance to work his spell. Sooner or later, this player, Pirlo, will get one of these free kicks right. Is it this one? 6 in the box to find here for Italy. Pirlo, the architect, the plotter, the schemer, the free kick taker. In by Pirlo, met by Piqué. Inside now, the last 20 of 90 minutes. Maybe more to come. Pirlo's corner. And the header looping, but up onto the top from Chiellini. And this is certainly Italy's most potent second half stint, isn't it? Putting real pressure on the world champions, making Spain sweat in the sticky heat of Fortaleza. I mentioned before the game that the referee Howard Webb, when he took charge of the Brazil-Mexico game here, burned some 3,000 calories. I guess the players will burn more than that. It is sapping, it is sticky, it is humid. Iniesta. Oh, Pedro here in behind them, the flag is staying down. Pedro, Buffon comes to meet. And Buffon does just enough to put off Pedro. The angles here from Buffon were spot on, as they were too for the assistant Darren Can. Onside, Buffon made himself there a very big barrier. Buffon's clearance is picked up here by Montolivo. Bonucci. This is Riccardo Montolivo for the Italians. Bonucci. Able to slide the ball down the line there to Christian Maggio for Italy. You may recall the Spanish drew their European semi 0-0 with the Portuguese and won on penalties. And that will be the case again here for them. Candreva for Italy. Cross came off. Jordi Alba last though for an Italian corner. Of normal time, just over 15 minutes left to play in Fortaleza. In the balance. Italy with a corner. The fifth of the game. In by Candreva here. Won by De Rossi. Cleared by Jordi Alba. Now on his own here, Jesus Navas out of play. The way things are, with a quarter of an hour left to play at the Castelao, waiting for that first goal. Juan Mata about to come on for Spain as well. Pedro, we think, is going to be the man to be, withdrawn by Del Bosque. Mata, scorer against the Italians in the European Championship final in Kiev. Onside here, Candreva, covered by Sergio Ramos. The latest here in a succession of Azzurri corners. Really troubled Casillas in the second half an awful lot. The noise levels, though, are raising by the minute. In by Candreva, met by Sergio Ramos. Candreva, Montalivo, Giaccherini now for Daniele De Rossi. De Rossi looks for Marchisio but can't find him. It will, though, walk its way across to Candreva. And ball be cry. Not given against Pedro. Play goes on. Arbeloa, Xavi's lost out here. Pirlo. Gilardino chasing, but coming across to make sure there was no chance there was Sergio Ramos. Both teams have a change forthcoming. Mata and Aquilani to come on for the two teams. Montalivo, what a tremendous first Milan season. He has to be their captain to replace Massimo Ambrosini next season at the San Siro. De Rossi. Will say will replace the great Totti as Roma's captain. Bonucci. And again here, Leonardo Bonucci, ex of Bari, now for 3 years with Juventus. De Rossi. Chiellini, Italian tiki-taka almost, and here now the run of Giaccherini. Can they find him? Played well by Casillas. It was neat and short until they saw that long ball was on to play Giaccherini in. Almost got him in too. Possession in the second half much closer. This though is Torres for Spain. Fernando Torres for Pedro. Pedro, good balance. Goes on. He's got support there from Jordi Alba, but Pedro has won the corner. Has he? No, he hasn't. Last touch shows how it came off the Barcelona winger. And that is Pedro's last action. Juan Mata, 20 goals for Chelsea last season, will come only Torres. And his club outscored him. 2 English Chelsea seasons, and in both of those campaigns he's been named the club's player of the season. There's been talk this window of maybe interest from Barcelona for Juan Mata, player who left Valencia 2 years ago. So here comes Mata to win his 28th cap. 8 previous goals. And Marchisio coming up for Italy, and in his place will come Alberto Aquilani. Had a really good first season with Fiorentina. Scored himself 7 goals in Serie A in 25 league matches last season. Replacing here the Juventus man Marchisio. Hot evening. And a hot contest so far too, with just over 10 minutes of normal time left to play at the Castelao. Looming at this stage, you would say, extra time and maybe even penalties. Only 3 previous Confederations Cup shootouts, all by work that involved Mexico. Sergio Ramos for Fernando Torres. The claim handball. Play goes on with Torres here. He felt he was caught too, and Hardweb does concur with him. And Torres had in that first half by far Spain's best chance when he turned away from Barzagli. Torres sprints. Fernando Torres, Mata with him. Finds his club mate. Jordi Alba. There's the cross. What about Chiellini here? Only as far away though as Jesus Navas. And Navas into the arms of Buffon. And here come the Azzurri. Game has still a good ebb and flow to it. Ball won back here by Spain, and it's with Iniesta. Fernando Torres. Torres. No gamble taken there really by Iniesta, was there? 10 to play, now 9 to play. Still waiting for the first goal. No goalless games in the Confederations Cup so far. This match number 14 of 16. Pirlo. And Aquilani here now. It comes on to Candreva's possession. Candreva's cross to Tess Casillas. Equal to it. Still goalless, still this one is anybody's. European heavyweights, both in the world's top 10 in rankings. Spain 1, Italy 8. The last two winners of the FIFA World Cup. Brazil in Rio on Sunday waiting. Here's Mata. At the World Cup, Spain were the 1-0 specialists. In the knockout stage, certainly. The Germans with Puyol's header in their semi-final in South Africa, 1-0. This is Sergio Ramos for Spain. De Rossi. Antonio Candreva, support now offered and taken from Christian Maggio. Pirlo. Now Giorgio Chiellini for the Italians, 7 to play. Aquilani. Giaccherini. Oh, and the run was made but not seen there by Montolivo. There are, you sense now, some very tired limbs out there. It's a sapping heat. But here comes Jesus Navas for Spain. Can he get there first here with Buffon? Not this time. Fresh legs here from Aquilani. Giaccherini. Aquilani couldn't go on. In the way with Gerard Piqué. Game now becoming open as the players tired. Game stretched. Fernando Torres. Torres still here. Here's Jesus Navas. Piqué! Oh! What was he doing there? The big centre half. No Spain goals now for the thick end of 4 years. But here he just rolled forward here, and Navas found him, and that really should have been at least a shot on target there for Spain. Gerard Piqué over the crossbar. His team have been pushed to the limit by the Italians so far. Both defences standing firm. Brazil still wait for someone, not sure who yet. Going to really draw you in this one. Gilardino. Juan Mata. Now the pace of Jesus Navas. Navas! Buffon there to make a simple stop. Five minutes of normal time plus any time left to play before we're into the extra half an hour. Maggio. Two teams who have been their equals today. This will lay to rest the spectre, the ghost of Kiev a year ago, that 4-0 Spanish win when they really did outplay the Italians. Maybe the zenith out of tiki-taka. But today, Italy have come with a game plan, it's worked. Pirlo now for Gilardino's run here. Piqué's header was crucial. Arbeloa just boxed in here by Emanuele Giaccherini and by Aquilani. And foul by the latter. There's the trip by Aquilani. That's Howard Webb's last game. Gilardino was just stopped there by a really good aware header from Gerard Piqué. Anxious look from Shakira. I think Piqué's going to be okay. Became a dad this year. Spanish debut now almost 5 years ago against England in a friendly match. Got 4 goals early on in that Spanish career, but none since. Last one came against Bosnia-Herzegovina back in 2009. Iniesta. Ramos. Maybe a late Spanish head of steam here building up in Fortaleza. There's Xavi. Sergio Busquets. Andres Iniesta. Iniesta, Torres. And Mata, Iniesta the target, Maggio covering. A fine game for Maggio. The Napoli man has put in a proper shift here for Italy. And 2 really good first half chances too, didn't he? With work Casillas. Here is Maggio again. Gilardino. In the way with Jordi Alba. To play just under 2 minutes of normal time. No goals in this semi. This is Juan Mata for Spain. Ahead he's got Jesus Navas and Fernando Torres. Andres Iniesta. Mata. Fresh legs. Fresh ideas maybe. Iniesta's little shimmy. Away comes Montalivo. Here's Iniesta again for Spain. Has to work on his own here. No support as yet. Last touch was Maggio's touch. Iniesta, Jordi Alba. Mata spins away from Bonucci. Arbeloa. Navas takes on Giaccherini, beats him. In by Navas, looking for Torres, finding Torres. Juan Mata on the turn. And the shot just bobbles through to Buffon. That was a late Spanish chance to win it. Torres, aware of where Mata was, found him. And there, off Fellini, I think, to take the sting off it. We are now inside the last minute of normal time. Pirlo, caught by Torres, not yet seen the ball from the fourth official. The Portuguese Pedro Proença to tell us how much we'll play on for here in Fortaleza. Montalivo, a goal now is golden, a goal now wins it. Inside the first now 3 extra minutes. Chiellini, Aquilani. Added time is upon us at the Castelao. This is effectively now golden goal time, the last 3 minutes of added time, before extra time is upon us then. Here is Montalivo, Chiellini. One last Azzurri surge may be here for Italy. Bonucci. Do you stick or twist here now with extra time so close? Aquilani. Bonucci for Candreva. Two teams who have given their all today, and in tough conditions at the end of a long season. Pirlo now. Montalivo. Maggio. Deflected cross. And here now Gilardino! Flag was up anyway from Mike Malarkey, wouldn't have counted. The assistant's flag stops Prandelli's team in their tracks. Aquilani on there, and he was, you see there, Gilardino well beyond the last man. Gilardino with the maybe need for attention. He's now 30. Maybe just jarred something here as he stretched for this. As he goes here to challenge, does he just maybe overextend? Xavi. Now the lively and dangerous Jesus Navas. Juan Mata. Iniesta. And added time, just a half-minute remains in Fortaleza. A goal now for another team. Books the date in Rio against Brazil. Mata. And Busquets for Iniesta. Yes, the last attack for either team made. Iniesta pulled back to by Candreva. Spanish free kick. And this, the golden shot. Candreva on Iniesta. Free kick, which Xavi will take, and Spain will feel this is their chance to book a place in yet another major international final. A tired Torres waiting in the middle. Players pushed to the limit here in this hot semi-final. One last chance of normal time here. A Xavi free kick. In by Xavi. Oh, it's across the face. And the whistle goes to end. Normal time from Howard Webb. Italy have maybe exorcised the demons of Kiev a year ago. No 4-0 today. They have held the Spanish for 90 sapping, long, absorbing minutes. And this, the game's last chance of normal time. Off to Rossi's heading away. That was the last action of a frantic 90 minutes, which has given nothing to split these two nations. Tight, edgy, with extra time still to come here in Fortaleza. The score here at 90 minutes, Spain 0, Italy 0. Yorkshire in England's north. So Giovinco coming on, replacing the tired Alberto Gilardino.
Yes, of course, it's
with a coin toss.
And this time it's
the two goalkeepers, the two iconic captains, come together to see which way they'll attack for the first of two 15-minute periods of extra time in Fortaleza, beyond which may lie just the fourth ever Confederations Cup penalty shootout. Garcia some key saves, Buffon likewise. Clean sheets intact for now. What lies ahead? Underway then for the first extra time period. Nothing between these two big European rivals. Goalless in Fortaleza, absorbing in this second Confederations Cup semi-final. A straight half an hour, 15 each way. Gone are the days of the old golden goal rule. Sergio Ramos here for Jesus Navas. Breaks to Xavi, ahead Torres. Navas has made the run here. The pace of Jesus Navas in the middle, Mata. Navas towards Mata, but knocked away by big Giorgio Chiellini for Italy. Spain begin the extra time here with a corner. Will they commit bodies forward or will they be cautious here, Spain? Four in the box. Martinelli fifth in there too. It's in by Xavi. And here's Fernando Torres with Buffon, who's got a good punch on it. Navas back in and Buffon behind it. Buffon, they had to watch that through the crowd of bodies. Did so and held on well. Spain are going to bring on an extra midfield body now in Javi Martinez for their final change when next they can. Maybe Xavi's legs are too tight now to carry on. This is Giaccherini. It's going to be Torres coming off. It may be a chance now for Spain to use that false nine again, the almost non-striker system they won the Euros with in 2012. Back then they used Fabregas as the, as I say, the false nine they called him. There's Candreva. Into Aquilani. This is promising. And then Maggio blocked. Bonucci. Andrea Pirlo, 34, but still he's ticking away like that Italian metronome he is. Here's Candreva. Out to Christian Maggio, he's working hard too still. Back for Candreva. Crossing chance towards Giovinco! And here's Giaccherini off the post! Major chance! Major chance! Giaccherini! Rooted, it comes back off the face of the woodwork, bludgeons it back off the post. Emanuele Giaccherini here goes mighty close to the Azzurri. Will they come closer? Torres off, Martinez on. Now we'll see. I think that Spanish system with no recognised striker. It's Javi Martinez for Juan Mata for Jesus Navas. Navas taken out there by Giaccherini. Fairly abrasive challenge there from the Juventus man. Having seen their post given a fair old thump, what can Spain do now at the other end? Xavi still at 33, directing deep in extra time. In by Xavi, too long for Martinez. And Piqué! Deflection, corner ball. De Rossi and Maggio here between them went to close him down and did a good job. Pincer movement here. Contest still is anybody's. Spanish corner taken by Juan Mata. In it goes towards Ramos, who's gone down. No real appeals. Navas takes up the charge. In by Jesus Navas. Still Brazil wait for who they'll face. I'd say so far today both would deserve it. Xavi. Sergio Ramos in over Javi Martinez. In the middle he's got Jesus Navas. Martinez couldn't quite find Matt and make it a second bite. He was going to, I think, wait for the corner which he's got. Well, had he seen the far post there, he had Jesus Navas in lots of room and free. Spanish corner again. Just their third of the game so far. In by Xavi, and Piqué's in there, and Ramos in there too. And De Rossi, the Italian sentry there to get the ball away for the Azzurri. Ball almost dropped here for Sergio Ramos, off Chiellini. Well read there by Daniele De Rossi for Italy. Made sure the ball didn't drop here. It did come off the arm too, it was not really called for. In by Mata this time. And the ball breaks for Ramos. Well, Ramos in the thick of things here for Spain, as he often is. Has scored 9 goals for the national team down the years. He maybe felt there was a foul and he got the shot away in the end. Maybe a handball. He looked for Chiellini just there. He does hit the arm. No real appeals. Let's have a look at this again. That's the earlier one by De Rossi when he pushed, it seemed, Sergio Ramos. Again, no great calls there from Spanish players for the penalty. Maggio, Montolivo, De Rossi. Aquilani. Now to Ricardo Montolivo. Ambitious. Not the kind of ball that tight legs want to chase that. Oh, his team have come so close, haven't they? Emanuele Giaccherini here of Juventus. Only 3 league goals in 2 years for Juve. Almost there, the Azzurri's hero. Got a goal against the Brazilians in that 4-2 defeat in their last group game a couple of days ago. And there by Martinez towards Mata. Buffon takes the touch and takes the risk. Bonucci. Montolivo. And they trust the goalkeeper and captain here, Buffon, with it. Oh, Giaccherini again for the Italians, helped on its way by Pirlo. Xavi. Now Javi Martinez on to Juan Mata for Spain. Just since the game now is getting more and more open in extra time. Navas for Xavi. Iniesta here still going on. With him here he's got Jordi Alba! What a chance! What a chance! Well, the left back who attacks like not many fullbacks in the world can. 2 goals in the last game here and so close there to the going front goal in this semi-final. Over the bar from Alba, having made a glorious run. Here's De Rossi. Bonucci. Really is a game which is very, very finely balanced. Montolivo. Now De Rossi. Montolivo. Now Candreva sees the run of Jovinko offside. Does offer a more pacey option than Gilardino, doesn't he, Jovinko? He was maybe too pacey, just got beyond the line. Too eager. Here's Juan Mata on the back of a glorious Chelsea season in England's Premier League. Won, of course, the Europa League against Benfica. Here he is. Mata. Bonucci with the challenge, with the foul. Free kick Spain. The players have lived with this pace so far really well, given just how warm it is in Fortaleza. But a Spanish set piece, which their master Xavi is on. Debut for Spain, 13 years distant, now 33, but still one of the world's great midfield players and dead ball takers, Xavi Hernandez. Clipped in by Xavi. Oh, it's a header on from Gerard Piqué. And was, though, again a flag there. Larky. Again, their 1, 2, 3 were caught. Piqué, one of them. Candreva, with him he's got Jovinko, and so to him Maggio. Maggio's cross, here's Aquilani, plucked from the air by Iker Casillas. Now's when players like him, their experience, become really, really important factors. Martinez beaten there by De Rossi, who's taken a knock. Aquilani. Now Jesus Navas. Iniesta. Is there one moment of inspiration, or maybe a mistake from somebody to decide this semi-final? Piqué. Iniesta. Iniesta, his World Cup winning goal came in at the extra time too, didn't against the Dutch. Here he goes. Pirlo, dispossessed here by Iniesta. Iniesta still. He'll go on two here. Pirlo has caught him. Free kick given. In a really good position here for Spain. Howard Webb saw here a little clip from Andrea Pirlo just there, and Iniesta. As now the initiative baton is passed again to Spain with this set piece. Sergio Ramos can hit a good free kick, the centre-back. Mata as well has scored his fair share of free kicks this campaign with Chelsea. Will either dare to pull rank though on the great Xavi. A World Cup winning goalkeeper against a phalanx of fellow World Cup champions. Xavi's finesse, or the rather more brute force, rudimentary style of Sergio Ramos. Two differing free kick takers. Both bring something different to Spain's dead ball party. Xavi or Sergio Ramos. Another stands there by two. It's Xavi! It's over the crossbar and not by an awful amount. Got the whip, but not the dip. And now the last minute of the first extra period. 50 minutes each way, of course. This is Maggio for Italy. It's Montalivo. De Rossi. 7 is Alberto Aquilani. De Rossi. Jovinko. Pirlo. Offside flag here against Aquilani. Spanish line staying high and staying pretty solid. Arbeloa now for Javi Martinez. Won a treble this year, his first year with Bayern Munich in Germany. The German League, the DFB Pokal, the National Cup, and of course the Champions League too at Wembley against Dortmund last month. Piqué, now Mata. Mata sees the run, and Piqué handball surely. Handball the cry, and handball the decision. Yellow card here for Gerard Piqué for the deliberate handball. Can't do that, simple as that. The hand of Gerard. Yellow card for Spain's centre-back. Beat of sweat on the brow there of Prandelli. Cool under pressure. His team likewise so far. Final moments of the first extra period. This is Chiellini. Montalivo, and the whistle ends the first period of extra time. Emanuele Giaccherini had the best Italian chance, a strike against the post with Iker Casillas beaten. Spain too have had their moments though. A good chance for Jordi Alba went by, but still this semi-final is in the balance. Still we await that first goal in the first period. It will be in theory a quick tussle. Prandelli's men have hit the post. Pirlo at 34 still remains their heartbeat, their hub. Xavi for Spain likewise. Who's going to crack, who's going to yield? The European Championships quarter-final in Vienna 5 years ago. These teams drew 0-0 and Casillas saved twice and Spain won on spot kicks 4-2. Will that come back to haunt the Azzurri? Or can they take revenge over a team who in recent years have done them real damage? That kind of night. What you have down there are two sets of players who are exhausted. They've given their all for their nations here tonight. Another 15 plus maybe, if there's no goal, the drama of the penalty shootout. Buffon begins his slow trudge back to his goal. And that where goalkeepers of course could yet become the focal figures, Casillas and Buffon. One final fling, one final 15 then to decide this semi before we go to penalties. Spain 0, Italy 0. It has been such a close call, this semi-final. Who will face Brazil in the Maracanã on Sunday? Candreva. Giovinco stopped there by Sergio Ramos. Iniesta. Mata. And only Javi Martinez. Gerard Piqué. Sergio Busquets. A game where players' fitness levels are really given a stern examination. At the end of long European seasons, these games too, don't forget. Here's Piqué. Xavi. Iniesta. Played the ball blind there really to try and find out, but he couldn't. It's going to be a throw here for the Italians. How bold can you be in extra time second period with spot kicks on the horizon? Do you risk things? Do you stick or twist? That's where the coaches earn their money. Maggio, fouled by Mata. Still a great noise inside the Castellao. The fans enjoying an absorbing contest. The one trophy Spain in their recent dominant spell have never won. The Italians too have never won this trophy. Two going for the clean sweep. 4 World Cups, 1 Euro for the Italians. Here's Giaccherini. Pull back here now for Pirlo. Pirlo's ball in, it's come off Busquets. And Giovinco fouls Sergio Ramos. For Spain, 1 World Cup and now 3 Euros. They have become the preeminent force in the last 5 or 6. The evolution of tiki-taka. Piqué up to Mata here. Now Navas. Jesus Navas. Away from Giaccherini, but not away from Chiellini. Spain realised they couldn't really live with the Italians and maybe the Germans, the English in terms of physical play, so they thought, well, we have small, young players who've got good ball skills. Let's play to their strengths, and so tiki-taka was born under Luis Aragonés around 6 or 7 years ago now, and it has brought Spain those 3 major titles. 2 Euros, 1 World Cup, now chasing the Confederations Cup. Here's Iniesta. Martinez. Jordi Alba. And Juan Mata on the turn with the shot. In the end, some distance wide. Couldn't quite bend the ball around Chiellini there, could he? The referee has done well to keep up with pace himself here, Howard Webb, after his long season himself. As he says, his last game of a 10.5-month campaign for the referee. There's a knock here for Chiellini, maybe a touch of cramp, I think he's indicating there, isn't he, to the Italian medical staff. And get the attention here from his own teammate Daniele De Rossi. You see there the players sweat. It's been a night for the players, I'm sure, to lose so much body weight. Mata here with Spain's most recent chance. Scored in that European final against the Italians in Kiev 12 months ago. 4 different scorers on that night. And a game to really put the players through the ringer here. Both have made their 3 allowed substitutions. No more can be brought on. And we'll finish now with what we've got. Del Bosque has won it all but the Confederations Cup. Only Mario Zagallo has won his regional title, in this case the Copa America, the World Cup and the Confederations Cup. Del Bosque can join him in that exclusive club should Spain win this trophy. Giovinco. Touch on here for Candreva. Covering with Sergio Ramos. Candreva back on his feet pretty smartly. And then taken from those feet by Jordi Alba. These times with players tiring, the set pieces may become even more key than usual. This is where mistakes are made, perhaps. Defences maybe switch off for a moment because of the heat and the tiredness. That's when players can strike and punish. and win matches. In by Pirlo here. Casillas lets it run across. Italian pressure stays on Spain. Spot kicks now 9 minutes away. Aquilani. Giaccherini. Giovinco. Now his clubmate from Juventus, Giaccherini, here will push on. He's got himself a throw again here. Italy ending the game on the front foot. Nails been chewed to the very quick by Cesare Prandelli. Again now, late on, a goal here would maybe prove the winner. Giovinco looking to wriggle free. Held up there in the presence of Alvaro Arbeloa. Giovinco, dancing feet. Stopped here by Busquets, and now Navas will break. 2-on-2 here. Bonucci took a risk. Buffon likewise with Mata on him. Spanish pressure earns a Spanish throw-in. With 7 minutes left to play of extra time. Busquets for Iniesta. Here goes Emanuele Giaccherini. The play hit the post in the first extra spell. Pirlo. Bonucci. In here to Giovinco. The man can't work with it. Sergio Busquets. Do you gamble? Do you send players forward here and try and win the game before penalties? Or do you take your chance? It's 50-50 from the spot. Here's Arbeloa. Mata. Ahead Navas. Jesus Navas. Mata with him, Xavi. Every Italian player now behind the ball. Jordi Alba. Xavi. And Xavi! Oh, good hit against the post. Javi Martinez. Oh, Mata can't reach it. Mata so nearly made it count. After Xavi had come back off the post. It's a good save. And then Martinez for Mata. So close to the winner. So close. Both teams now have hit the post in extra time. Absorbing still. Tight still. No goal still. Pirlo high, looking for Aquilani. Arbeloa. 5 to play. Xavi. Mata. A shimmy. Aquilani. Pirlo tired, he's lost out here. Here's Xavi. With him Navas. 4 to find here. Jesus Navas! And a touch away there from Gigi Buffon was a crucial touch too from the captain. Jesus Navas draws the save from Buffon. It is a Spanish corner. Goalkeeper with a crucial touch. Spain knocking on the door loudly in the game's final moments. Xavi's corner towards Martinez, and Ramos clipped into the far post here where Mata waits. Another corner. This is a colossal Spanish head of steam, welter of chances. Another Spanish posse in the middle. In by Mata, Busquets. Still no goal, still 0-0. Still a semi, there to be won for somebody. Nearing hero and villain time now, the penalty shootout. Bonucci. Alba nips in now, Busquets for Iniesta. Xavi. To Javi Martinez. Slipped in here looking for Mata and Navas. Given us a goal kick. Well, both Mata and Navas were on this at the far post. Late Spanish chances, good ones at that. Almost deceived his own play, but this is the earlier Navas shot which drew the best from Buffon. It may have crept in that, you know. It may have found the bottom corner, but for Buffon's brilliance. Away by Buffon. 2 to play before penalty kicks. Loved by the neutral and hated by those who have to take part and by those who lose on them. Iniesta. Now Juan Mata. Below for Jesus Navas. Mata now looked to plot and scheme, and in doing so finds Sergio Ramos. In towards Mata here. Navas around the back post. And then there was 1 minute to play of extra time. Spain 0, Italy 0. No goals, but so much to enjoy about this fixture. Semi-final which has seen both teams go close, very close, but not close enough as yet. Pirlo, Montolivo. And he's got Maggio here, maybe one last chance for the Azzurri. Maggio's ball in, looking for Giovinco. Piqué clear. To play of extra time, just 30 seconds in Fortaleza. Candreva. Candreva's cross. Iniesta's touch now, the break on maybe here with Javi Martinez. 4-on-3 for Spain, the overload is theirs. Martinez for Jesus Navas. Navas, promising. Jesus Navas, the pull back for Martinez. Here's Mata. Has the chance gone? Juan Mata back in. De Rossi, diving header clear. Mata once more, 3 to aim for here. There's the cross. Chiellini clear. Giaccherini missed kicks, but does clear eventually. Retrieved here by Sergio Ramos. Arbeloa. Now Jesus Navas. Now or never in normal play. Sergio Ramos for Spain. Every Italian shirt here behind the ball. Iniesta. Tired Chiellini. De Rossi clears and then in exhaustion collapses. The game's dying embers. Referee checks his watch and blows his whistle. It is going to be a penalty shootout here, the first of this Confederations Cup. Nothing between the two teams who were split by 4 goals a year ago in the European final. The world champions Spain here have been held. After extra time the score is Spain 0, Italy 0 to come penalties. Well, sapping, exhausting, but absorbing. Now cue the drama. There will be a winner, there'll be heroes, there may be a villain too. Ahead, that is what awaits these players and us. A global audience watching on here in Brazil's northeast, Fortaleza in Ceará state. We'll see just the 4th ever Confederations Cup penalty shootout. The other 3 have all involved Mexico. None have involved Spain or Italy, it's worth saying. Italy have down the years faced 8 shootouts, Spain 7. Spain winners of 4, they've lost 3. Italy have won 3 and lost 5. Italy's last one was at the Euros when they beat the English in their quarter-final. Their last defeat was to Spain at the quarters of the Euros in Austria back in 2008. On that occasion, Casillas saved twice from De Rossi, who's here, and from Antonio Di Natale as well. Cesc Fabregas scored the decisive Spanish kick. He's on the bench, of course, injured. It can hurt, it can sting, it can be cruel. It can, for neutrals, be utterly compelling. The shootout. Russian roulette with a football. And just listen to the noise. Not a soul is left. 56,000 plus in the Castelao, and they have loved this game. Who do the neutrals back? The world champions or the Azzurri? There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser. 5 kicks to start with, then maybe sudden death. Winner takes all. Howard Webb needs a list of 10 names, 5 from each team. The 5 potential fall guys. Well, these moments goalkeepers love, not sure referees do. Spain's last shootout, their semi-final of the Euros against the Portuguese after a goalless draw a year ago. They won that 4-2. They did miss one through Xabi Alonso, who's not here, of course, injured. And again, Fabregas scored the decisive kick in that shootout. But these are the moments people look back and remember. Decisive moments. Spanish players who've won the lot. Italian players too, for that matter. Neither nation has won this, the Confederations Cup, for a shot at it against Brazil in 3 days' time. Spot kicks will split the teams.
Point 2 on the floor, so it's blue and yellow is okay, yeah? And if it lands yellow, you get the first choice, if it's blue, you get the choice.
So who takes the first one?
It's yellow, so you can have the first and the second. That's your choice.
Be the first to strike or be the first to receive? Goalkeepers with huge, deep respect. Thick end of 300 caps between them. Casillas and Buffon. Someone can here seize their nation a place in the Confederations Cup final. One last captain's pep talk before it becomes man on man. 1 against 1. The art, the dark art of the penalty shootout. Casillas, Vienna 5 years ago, broke Italian hearts with 2 saves in a shootout, as the goalkeeper Casillas goes towards that goal at the right-hand end here from where I sit in the Castellao. Casillas, who denied De Rossi and Di Natale 5 years ago to seal Spanish progress in the Euros in Austria, will he again be the man to break Italian hearts? Casillas will face the first kick, taken here by Lazio's Italian Cup winner, Antonio Candreva. 6 Serie A goals last season, but I doubt pressure to face like this in his career too often. Only Candreva's 10th cap here, and he is the first to try his luck against Casillas. Candreva, oh, the Panenka, the chip, and Casillas has egg on his face, and the Italian's the first to fire. Oh, it's cheeky there from Candreva. The wedge. Casillas going the wrong way. Italy 1 up. For Spain, their first taker here is the wise old head of Xavi. Xavi, oh, well taken. Really well taken. Went for power, went for purpose and placement, and found the lot. (1-1). Both kicks effective so far. Alberto Aquilani next for Italy. Aquilani, these days of Fiorentina in Florence, with the latest pressure kick for Italy. Oh, he scores 2, down low past Casillas, who went the right way this time. And able to get there. The pressure has not told either team so far. Next for Spain, the man whose goal won a World Cup 3 years ago, Andres Iniesta. Of all the players, surely he won't fail. Iniesta against Buffon. Iniesta, well taken himself. Again low, again power, and again the goalkeeper has no answer. So far, 4 picture-perfect penalties. De Rossi, who was denied by Casillas in Vienna in the shootout in the Euro quarter-final 5 years ago. De Rossi and Casillas lock horns again, 5 years on. De Rossi scores this time. A demon exorcised by De Rossi, and now 3-2 to Italy. It's not even Iker Casillas. Gerard Piqué, centre half. For Del Bosque in for Spain for parity. The 6th kick of the shootout. Shakira, his partner watching. Piqué under pressure. Piqué, the pressure means nothing. 3 apiece. Well, 2 teams here of really savvy players, winners of major trophies. One of the more maybe inexperienced players here now is this young man, Sebastian Giovinco, Atamant from Juventus. Little man with lots of ability. Will he here live up to the pressure on those little shoulders? Oh, Giovinco, cheeky. Almost there, waited to second-guess Casillas. Kept his head. Casillas yet to save any of the first four for Italy. 4-3 for the Azzurri. Pressure which Del Bosque appears for now to be oblivious to. The fans less so. Sergio Ramos, centre-back, with the penalty for 4-4. Ramos, rams it home. Brute force, bludgeoned by Sergio Ramos. Now it is effectively sudden death. The fifth and final kicks of the normal rotation. Italy look towards Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo, the architect, the playmaker, now the penalty taker, Andrea Pirlo, and he too has outfoxed the goalkeeper. Cheeky. Like Giovinco there, he almost waited for Casillas to make the first move. 5 for Italy. Now this really the first real pressure kick of the shootout. Juan Mata for the world champions, the European champions, twice over Spain. Mata scored in the final of the Euros against the Italians a year ago. Major moment. Mata, 5-5. Now it is sudden death. Neither goalkeeper has got near to one as yet. Spain 5, Italy 5 in this shootout. Brazil in Rio on Sunday, wait for someone. Ricardo Montolivo next here for Italy. Montolivo. Rolled home, precision. And Milan's next captain shows he can thrive when on the spot. Sergio Busquets, defensive midfielder. Not a goal scorer, just one league goal last season. Never a scorer for Spain. Busquets in the shootout at 5-6 to keep Spain in this. Busquets, Buffon goes the wrong way. It is 6 apiece. You have to say as well so far, under pressure, perfect penalties. Players really thriving in the heat in every sense of the battle. Italian centre-back, Leonardo Bonucci, against Spain's captain, Iker Casillas. Casillas, after a tough season, maybe looking for redemption here in his nation's eyes. Bonucci, the crossbar from Bonucci! The first failure. The Italian centre-back over the top, lean back, and it hands Spain now, and Jesus Navas the initiative. (6-6). The red mark means if Jesus Navas scores, it is in many people's eyes the dream final in Rio on Sunday. Spain against Brazil. Navas for the final. Navas! You cannot stop Spain. Another final for La Furia Roja and Del Bosque. 7-6 in the shootout. The Azzurri's hearts broken. Bonucci's miss. Sunday, winners here on spot kicks by 7-6 after a hard-fought goalless draw in Fortaleza. Jesus Navas.